No, why? You should be able to do it now. But I don't know how you get out of here. I got it.
If you went to members, you should be able to get in. I had to look down too. I don't know what to do.
This button doesn't work.
Oh, no, it's account. No.
Oh, that's right.
No. Here, account right now.
Yeah, but no, but
Profile. Or online results.
Sweet meat, alright? Yeah, no. What's there to think about?
Come and write the problem on the whiteboard. If someone in the room can answer that problem, come and write the answer. Otherwise, we will take away the questions that are not solved so far. And we'll post the answers on 3 minutes.
Believe everything you see.
Quite a short time, especially if you're a beginner, to get your head around quite a few different things. Someone just said to me, it's a bit like Facebook. It is a little bit like Facebook. If you have used Facebook before, and this might be quite similar. I should have mentioned those things. Make you feel more comfortable or not. One of the issues with Facebook is privacy, and that has also been raised today, and it's a good question. I've chosen this science group because they have quite a strong privacy set of agreements, and if you go into some information about Spruce and read their long how we will use your information, how we won't, you will see that you are quite protected. But it does ask things like the birth date, and if you don't wish to give that, it does make it difficult. So you might have to take something there, not fuss about the birth date. It's just a way of identifying. The other thing about privacy is that this is a closed site. You're on it because we were invited to be part of it. And we're trying to keep those invitations to the VCAL community providers so that you have a site that you can go to where you know that other people are sharing your concerns. And you can invite others working at the same place to join. And we'll put some information on the site about that. Okay, someone else asked me what's the length of this project. Does it keep going after today? Yes, absolutely does. That's the whole point of it. It goes on for as long as you need it. It's your site. It's your network. It doesn't belong to Vala. It doesn't belong to the Department of Employment and everything else. Even though the health funded, it's there for you. So you need to make it work. We're not going to be running it as such. We're just here as a resource to help. So like all networks of any kind, depends on what you want to put into it. But the first value of it, probably one of the greatest values, is that shared resources section. And that's also up to you. So anything that you feel happy to share and that you have the copyright permission to share, you can upload there, and other people, anyone else in the network, can then download it and use it in their classroom. That's a very powerful thing. It's not that easy to drive from here to August and ask someone for a sheet of paper, but it's very easy to log on, to go to that part of the site and see that someone has put up something they used to do with construction, or something that they used as an engagement, or something they used in orientation week, or maybe they used to cope with the fact that they've got a different group of students every single time they turn up. So we would really encourage you to keep working on that, and I will be, as education officer, I will be sort of monitoring it and giving updated things, Susan and I together. And I'll just pass over to Susan to give you some more information, and we've got about 3 more minutes for some more questions. Just on that note, if you have really like we've had feedback from some people who've had trouble accessing things, on the front of the About Us page will always be a contact where you can email whoever is in an administrator role.
at the moment we have myself and Jan. Lynette will go up there today or tomorrow, and you'll be able to always email that person if you're having any difficulty. That person will then get some spruce help and come back with solutions for us.
And those addresses are also on the front page of the Vala website if you can't find this one just off the top of your... I would recommend that you mark it in some way on your internet browser. That would be great. Any more questions? Are there anything, concerns that people have got?
I suppose I have a bit of a concern. If it's like a networking thing for, trainers and teachers, I am concerned about that page where, it looks like, what your interests are and all that sort of stuff. There's nothing there about, perhaps may have been an idea to have where you are, where you're working and more about what work you do rather than what movies you watch or
that's great point.
And also where you're located, because maybe you don't know someone and there's someone down where I'm on the peninsula, that there could be others within that area. Sort of more work related rather than
We're using the templates that came with the site. Came as a free piece of software. I'll let Susan talk about that because I know we can add things.
There's a range of options on almost every page, and one of the options is where did you come from, which I left off in case someone didn't want to disclose that until we got to the network discussion today. So it's kept on a sort of like Facebook profile at the moment. A lot of things can change, and if you've got a suggestion or a request, again, that can come through to the administrator on the About Us page.
And we can change that, so that's a good suggestion. Other people think that's a good idea to have, have a bit more about where you're
more
working.
tailored to our profession rather than
Yes, absolutely. So a professional context. Fantastic. Anyone else? Yes.
I just like to comment that it's a fantastic idea. One of the things that I'm pretty new to VCAL this year, and one of the things that has been a great obstacle is that isolation. And I remember about a month ago looking at grading that summer teaching. And it feels like it's just got out of the sky. I'm sure what hard work will happen.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that feedback. We're grateful for any kind of feedback, and we want to keep the site as usable and as user-friendly and as current as possible. Work with you to do that, I mean. Thank you, Jimmy. Maybe we were on your psychic wave or something. Yes.
Is there a place for other links to other education websites?
Yes, there is. There'll be on the shared resources. There's a links page there. And again, there'll be some permission issues at the moment with people trying to add information outside their own members page and commenting or replying. But we'll review those as we progress. Just be patient with us. We're all learning too. We've set this up in about 3 weeks.
I think we've fooled them, Susan. We sound like we know what we're doing. Just send the link to us, so we can certainly add it on, because we've got that level of administration control at the moment. So that might be one way of doing it. We've got a really great link that's just fantastic. If you want to share it, let us know.
Just before we close, there's 2 things that I'd like to say. Vala has a lovely disclosure disclaimer thing on the prominent tab called disclaimer. It's important that you understand that resources that you want to upload comply with the ethics of the organisation for which you are a teacher or a TAFE provider. So the teachers' VOT ethics and equivalent in other areas obviously applying to the work that you decide is something that needs to be uploaded. And also if you collect things from other websites, this disclaimer puts to the users that Vala does not endorse the materials that go on this site. So that's important for you to understand. The other thing is that this is a wiki. It's accessible to you to set up with your students in your group or your teachers, and it's a very fluid and easy to use tool. So if you wanted to, go to Spruce, and there are about 15, 20 other really helpful wiki sites where you want to set up your own wiki. We can give you some guidance through the site on how to do that, but I've certainly found a very easy one to set up and use. So I'll hand over to Winnet to move into next.
Okay, so now I'll just ask everyone if they are logged on, if they please log off. And we only need to leave two computers, two tables with one computer on each for the following session, which is the resources. And I'd like to thank you so much for all of your participation in this session, which was a huge experiment. You've been wonderful guinea pigs, and we don't have any carrots, but we have been giving lots of sweets to go with sweet meat, because we hope that this is a very sweet meeting place for you.